We mentioned the vacation fund. This is some fun that the NRSC had with how President Obama is spending his summer. Take a look.
Oil being pumped directly.
Double the recession.
Illegal immigrants.
Situation, 2 wars that we're fighting.
Three different fundraisers on tap tonight alone.
Some are predicting a double-digit recession.
When is he going to actually do something?
That ominous music just gets you in the mood for summer, doesn't it, Zach?
It is summer. It's August. It's hot and steamy outside. And here from the Washington Post, we have Sandhya Somashekhar. You can tell us a little bit about campaigning in the August. All the politicians have left town. They're all out on the trail.
Well, yes, they're coming back for to vote on the jobs bill tomorrow, but they have gone back to a much quieter August than what they went back to last year when we saw all of these images of angry folks at the town hall meetings.
What's happened? Is the anger gone? I don't think most people think that people aren't angry anymore. Or they found different outlets for it?
Well, pollsters have sort of noticed a subtle change in the mood from anger to sort of anxiousness, and a lot of Tea Party leaders say that their folks aren't so much focused on these town halls as they are on the actual election. So they're out doing the campaign work and things like that, and so not so much focused on sort of taking on these lawmakers in a public setting.
Do you think a lot of that is just Democrats playing better defense now, not having as many town hall meetings, or is it just that the Tea Party folks aren't showing up?
Well, defense is like undercover, like
Well, that's definitely the narrative that some of the Republicans have been pushing, that Democrats are dodging their constituents by not holding town halls. I think there's not really a lot of evidence that that's actually true, and in fact, you know, the point that a lot of Democrats make is, you know, especially the ones in the endangered seats, they have to go out there and interact with their voters, or they have no chance of winning in November.
I want to ask you about the big ruling that came down last week, the Proposition 8 ruling, opening the door to gay marriages again in California. We should see gay marriages maybe by the end of the week in California. How is this rocking politics? I mean, we've seen these issues like this in previous elections just become the overarching issues in critical states. Are we seeing any signs of that so far?
Well, I mean, I think that remains to be seen how much this is actually going to play out in the elections. However, I mean, it's all about jobs this year, and anybody who strays away from that message, that it's perilous for them. So, you know, this was a big issue in the past. I think that this year it might play out in a few key areas, but.
And then on Sunday, you had a good story about birthright citizenship, the 14th Amendment. Do you think that's really gonna play into play out? Are we gonna see a real move to do away with the 14th Amendment?
Well, I don't think there'll be a move to do away with the 14th Amendment. I think that some Republicans have raised questions about a certain aspect which they believe attracts illegal immigrants to the country to have children here so that they can be U.S. citizens. I think they want to have hearings. But even folks who are real hardline on the issue don't really think that there's going to be more. If there are hearings, even that might be the furthest.
Well, repealing in a constitutional amendment is extraordinarily difficult. It's hard to imagine that. But there's some wiggle room potentially inside the amendment itself, right? I mean, there's some areas that would be open to legal interpretation.
Well, yeah, that's what the critics of birthright citizenship say, that the amendment has been misinterpreted, and they think that by passing a law in Congress or through the courts, they might be able to get some clarification that favors their view.
And is this just the latest manifestation of the immigration debate? That, I mean, the people clamoring for some kind of action, any kind of action, you see it spill over into something like this? Yeah,
I think so. And I think it's a real, it's interesting that some of these, you know, like Lindsey Graham, a moderate, is the one who called for this. And I think that's a real evidence of how front and center illegal immigration is for a lot of voters this year.
Right. And we've just seen some moderate senators say it too. It's not just the immigration hardliners that are on this bandwagon all of a sudden. All right, Sandhya Somashekhar, thank you so much for being here at Post Politics, your debut here at Top Line and on television more generally. Thanks for being here. It was a pleasure.
Thanks a lot.
All right, that does it for this edition of Top Line. You can check us out. It's twitter.com/Rick Klein, twitter.com/ZByron Wolf. We'll be right back here in the saddle tomorrow as the House breaks short their summer recess. Click us again. So the question, Zach, is who did it better? Did Madden do it better, or did the White House do it better in terms of the celebration?